friends, spring is in the cold, frigid air. This year we brought Momo to go see the Sugar Bush Festival for a nice walk. The cold nights and the warm sunny days cause the sap in the trees to run. This sugaring off period can last anywhere between 10 days to a month until the trees start to bud. On the maple syrup trail, we saw random trees with buckets and with the spout and a lid attached to them. These buckets are used to collect sap from the black, red, and sugar maples because they have the highest sugar content in the sap. Along the trail, there are many learning stations with all sorts of fun information about maple syrup. This first one teaches about indigenous sweet water. Looks like someone had a lot of fun building this right next to the Sweetwater station.
Oh, you got inside.
At the Nature Nook, there were all sorts of furs to check out. We were pretty surprised by Momo's interest in this.
Oh, that's a fox, is it?
It's so pretty.
Oh no, she's sniffing. What is this one? Oh, this one's a raccoon. Oh.
The duck is most interested in smelling.
Oh, she's scared.
While on the trail, we learned all sorts of information about how maple syrup is extracted.
Okay, so you have to drill through this bark, through the phloem and the cambium layers, just a bit into the heartwood. Okay, so you go in about as far as my finger shows. No more. No more than that.
We even got to try our hand at drilling the holes ourselves. Trust me, it's harder than it looks.
It does. I know. I actually stopped. I don't think the drill bits. Yeah, I don't think the drill bits are like super sharp because it's mostly children doing it.
You just can't do the same spot on the tree, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't typically do the same spot. Like it heals over year to year, but yeah, I mean you can't leave the tap in for it to work again next year. You have to put a new tap in every year.
I got like maybe 1 centimeter.
Oh, that's not very deep at all.
Yeah.
It's like my fingernail.
It's not so much the age of the tree. The trees themselves have to be 80 centimeters at least in circumference in order to be tapped. Each tap yields about 40 liters of sap per year. To maintain healthy trees, only 10% of the tree can be harvested each year. While on the trail, we saw something called a shoulder yoke. The entire family was involved in the process of making maple syrup. The shoulder yokes like these ones were hand carved by the father and gifted to each child as a birthday present. Fun gift.
Are you gonna walk to Shaolin Temple?
You guys can't tell on the camera, but these things have snow and ice in the bottom of the buckets. So it's actually pretty heavy. I'm pretty sure it's not sap because these are the display shoulder yokes. I don't know how much it weighs, but it is heavy. And this thing here is made out of wood.
Is she helping you?
I mean, sure.
Remember how I said each tap yields about 40 liters of sap per year? Well, on the trail we got to see how that sap is turned into syrup. 40 liters would only produce 1 liter of maple syrup at the end.
Yeah, and so they pour the sap into the first kettle, and the way you make maple syrup, you need to boil off as much water as possible, so you're just left with the sugar content at the end. So they pour it into that one. After it's boiled down a little bit, they pour it into the next one. So then there's room for the first one to pour. And then finally, in the last kettle, that's the finishing one. with almost maple syrup. They boil it right down to maple syrup.
So far, we've only seen the old method of 1 bucket per tree. The new method of collecting sap involves a lot of plastic tubing to collect sap all into one large holding tank. Next up on the trail is taste tests.
It's very sweet. I like drinking maple syrup. Is that bad? You should try one too. Okay, so now that we finished walking the trail, let's go get some snacks. I'm hoping to have some pancakes with maple syrup. My favorite part of this trail was sampling the maple syrup. and the shoulder, what was it called again?
Yolk.
Yeah, the shoulder yolks. That was kind of fun. Let's go.
Unfortunately, they didn't have any pancakes with maple syrup here. That was very surprising to me, considering it is a maple syrup festival. But instead, we got some other tasty treats to bring home.
This is a 4-liter jug. You're nuts.
Lifetime supply.